My aunt Hotel. Namaste. Free the land, beloved. Come on in, come on in, come on in. My name is Vicki Dillard, and I'm a very proud contributor right here on FlyNubianQueenTV.com, the network for melanated people just like you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to our broadcast. We're so pleased that you have joined us today. This is going to be a very brief war briefing today, for real, y'all, because I have an appointment, an in-home appointment here. And so I'm going to ask that you just come on in and thumbs up, like and share. You know how we do our housekeeping, beloved. As you come on in, giving us a thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like, be sure to share. You can text the word Queens to 31996 so that you're able to receive phone notifications when we go live from time to time. Also, beloved, I want to say a great big thank you to all of you that showed up big time for my 2 hour plus intensive discussing the secret money in your womb. Oh my gosh, it was absolutely fire. If you missed it, you are so blessed because you can get the replay. If you join my weekly mastermind for $1 at clubvicky.com, that's clubvicky.com, you'll get access to it. If you don't want to join my weekly mastermind for the $1 for the first 30 days, then you can just go straight to flynubianmastermind.com and get the replay there. It looks like I see my sister, Miss King, saying it was absolutely amazing. It really was. And I was honored to serve you, family. It was just amazing. It was insightful. And I'm so excited about my dear sisters that joined us, that tuned in, that were a part. And most importantly, if you're doing the work, beloved, you're going to get results. And if you're consistent, Audrey said it was masterful. Thank you. Sing, thank you for your gift, SM. Thank you. Walaikum salam. Your mastermind course was awesome. Looking forward to part 2. Sending everyone greetings from New Orleans. Thank you, beloved family. Those are the type of testimonies that we keep getting from that. Again, 2 ways. I'm really going to say, if you missed it live, the power is still on the replay. You want to get the replay right away. 2 ways. Join my weekly mastermind for $1 and get automatic access. And that's at clubvicky.com, clubvicky.com. Looks like we have a moderator today. So shout out to our moderator, Darlene. We're so pleased you're with us. Sis, be sure to put these links in the chat, okay? Thank you so much. Again, clubvicky.com, join my weekly mastermind. You'll get automatic access to it. And also be sure to, if you don't want to do it that way, you want to go just to the mastermind, you can still pay for it at flynubianmastermind.com. flynubianmastermind.com. I'm not sure how much longer that's going to stay up there. I'm sure we'll leave it up there maybe for a few more weeks, but I'm going to talk to the team because I don't want to stay it up there long for for that price. So anyway, you want to get the replay, flynubianmastermind.com if you want to go straight to the replay so that you can see it and pay for it there. Or if you join my weekly mastermind at clubvicky.com, you will get automatic access if you join my weekly mastermind at clubvicky.com for $1. Thank you all so much for your kind words. Thank you so much. I feel so sweet because one of our supporters, one of our VHI blessed me with this. So I just feel so absolutely amazing. It looks like some of our VHI is blocked, and I'm not sure why that continues to happen, but hopefully we'll get that straightened out. But again, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Be sure to like and share. Okay? Thank you so very much. Now let's get on with it. Today we're going to be talking about anything you do puts a battery in the back of the people. We thank you, Vic. The culture is blessed for your work. Thank you, Major. Thank you for your kind words. It's my honor and it's my privilege. So we're going to be talking today, dear family. I posted this a little bit ago on my Instagram page, and I want to share this with you. Watch this. Talking about a fairly recent revelation from our brother Dave Chappelle. Watch this. And it's so amazing how the tables turn, family. But I want to talk to you. Uh-oh, I don't know why that's on. Why is this? That ain't what I'm trying to do. That was an accident. I can't stand when little stuff pop up on your timeline. You barely touch the thing, and bam, it just start talking and stuff. Like you was talking to it. That's the problem that I have. What's that girl name that talk on your phone? Siri. That's the problem I have with Siri. Siri just be talking and giving instructions, and don't nobody even be talking to that girl. She just pops up, just like Siri is caring. Somebody talk black to me. I'm getting ready to give y'all this information. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Nancy, I'm sorry, not Nancy. Darlene X, did you get those emails I want you to put up? Those websites, put up the one for clubvicky.com. If they join for $1, they get automatic access to my secret money in your womb. Put that up for me, dear sis. And then also put up flynubianmastermind.com if they want to go straight to the mastermind and just pay for the mastermind without joining my weekly mastermind for $1, okay? Thank you so much, beloved. I so love and appreciate our amazing moderators. So I posted this today. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Yeah, Siri knows itself. Siri is Karen. Siri is Becky. Siri is all of them. Because don't nobody be talking to her. She be all up in your business. Don't nobody even be summoning that lady like that. And I got to get used to my phone, you know, and all the little stuff that's on there. Y'all know they chose Siri based off of the activities of Karen. So look at this, family. Viacom bows and pays Dave Chappelle. Nick Cannon got punked. Viacom CBS, y'all remember. Viacom CBS. Yeah, Darlene, it's called The Secret Money in Your Womb. Clubvicky.com, join for $1 at clubvicky.com or flynubianmastermind.com for The Secret Money in Your Womb. The Secret Money in Your Womb. Somebody put that in the chat for me. The Secret Money in Your Womb, or join my weekly mastermind for $1 for the first 30 days and get automatic access. Now watch this. I also wrote in the description underneath it, I said, it's written that every knee will bow. Are y'all hearing me? Are you all hearing me today? Now let's find out what in the world happened. Now you all know that not too long ago, Dave Chappelle requested, he went straight to the public, he went straight to his supporters, right? And he asked his supporters to stop, to do not support, do not continue to watch his comedy special on Netflix. He asked that was done because years ago, many years ago, when he was a young man, he signed a contract that basically screwed him over for many years to come. And one of the things that he said was, did he sign the contract? He admits to it. He doesn't make excuses for that. But he makes another interesting point by saying, was it right? You know, there are some things that you can engage in and that you can get yourself caught up in that might be quote unquote legal, but it doesn't make it moral and right. Somebody talk black today. Oh, baby, we got to hit the hammer today. We're holding court. All rise, beloved. Thank you, Darlene. The Secret Money in Your Womb. She's got it in there, family. Clubvicky.com, join for $1 or go to Fly Nubian Mastermind to get directly there. The testimonies have been unbelievable. Folks are saying that they're getting cash everywhere. Folks are getting ideas. Women are telling me that they're healing their secret, sacred places and spaces. They're telling me that they received revelation that they haven't heard of. Some women have received it, received some of the information before, but Perhaps not the same power that came with it. So it was amazing. It's electric, it's insightful, it's feminine, it's empowering, it's glorious, and it will have a real life effect on you women. FlyNubianMastermind.com to go straight to the mastermind to get the replay. Or if you join my weekly mastermind at ClubVicky.com, you will get it for free. Kimberly says the secret money in your womb was amazing. Thank you. I just keep hearing that. Now let me get back to this Dave Chappelle and Viacom. Again, one of the things, and I'll say this as we continue to move forward, Dave Chappelle doesn't make excuses for signing it. He talks about how I think he was a 20-something father and was signing something just, so he could take care of his family. And family, you all know that just because something is legal doesn't mean it's moral. Are y'all talking black to me? Just because something is legal. Now, this is not to make an excuse for some of you that are full-grown, intelligent, mature adults that's just mad that somebody is doing well after you sign for a particular agreement. I believe in fair contracts. I believe in fair dealing. Are y'all hearing me today? What we know is slavery was legal. Lord have mercy. But was it moral and was it right? Abundance says mastermind was AHHH dash amazing. You all are precious. Just because something is legal doesn't mean it's moral. It doesn't mean it's right. Because first of all, who are the ones that typically are responsible for making the laws and rules and regulations? Answer me this. Was Jim Crow legal? Was Jim Crow in part legal laws? Somebody talk to me. Was Jim Crow in large part legal laws? Somewhere, some racist white supremacist said it was the law that you be discriminated against. Is that right? Now, let me ask you this. Were the black codes legal, but they were immoral? Are y'all hearing me today? Was slavery legal? Thumbs up, family. Are y'all hearing me today? All of those things were legal, but they were immoral. They were unjust. So you need to always keep that in mind. Somebody talk black to me. Now, let me get on with this brief war briefing, because you all know if I get to going on here, I'm gonna be late for my in-house appointment. So I can't be late for my it's gonna be a while. I got an in-house appointment, family, so I got to get going. Okay, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I'm just being extra today because I got my little, red dress on that one of you VHive folks sent me. Shout out to our sister Angel. So I'm just showing out. And I thank you all so much. I bow to my beloved family who always takes such good care of me just because. Now watch this. I'm reading to you now from NBC News, but I also went to Dave Chappelle's Instagram page. He posted like a 10-minute long, I think it is, thereabout video as well. But this says Dave Chappelle show is returning to Netflix February 12th. The comedian has revealed. He also spoke about his dealings with Comedy Central and thanked Netflix chief Ted Sarandos for standing by him. Y'all listen. At the end of a routine performed at Austin venue, Stubbs' title Redemption Song posted on Chappelle's Instagram page on Thursday. Remember I told you guys he has a 10-minute long thing on his Instagram page. It was revealed that Chappelle's show would be back on Netflix February 12th. The show was removed from the streamer at his request in November at the comedian's request. Now, you all know I talked about that, right? Thank you. I talked about that. Now, keep listening. The issue was a dispute around the contract. Y'all listen to me, because see, this goes into our demand for reparations. This is the kind of posture. Y'all talk black to me. So you all know whenever stuff happens in Hollywood, whenever stuff happens in the news, when stuff happens in our culture, in religion, in arts and entertainment, when stuff happens in the economic area, military, politics, I don't care what it is, there's much to say. There's much to glean from it, right? This says that the issue was a dispute around a contract that Chappelle had with Comedy Central owner Viacom CBS. Y'all listen. Viacom CBS, which he allegedly allowed the company to license the series without his agreement and also prevented him from receiving royalties. So let's get that cleared up. He did sign a contract, he said, but according to this, it said it allowed the company to license the series. Y'all hear that? Without his agreement, and also prevented him from receiving royalties. Now you got to ask yourself, what kind of devil is that? Somebody that will come to you, make an agreement with you, watch this, where they're the only ones that gets any benefit, and you don't own yourself. You don't own your name. Somebody say that ain't right. Somebody say that ain't right. And we're always, and especially putting emphasis on this white supremacist culture. White supremacy is exploitative. White supremacy is greedy. White supremacy is not about being fair or having equal parity. Because white supremacy is always perpetuating, watch this, the lie of white supremacy. Remember, I've taught you that there's the truth and the lie of white supremacy, right? The lie of white supremacy is that white people are not better than us. They're not supreme. That's a lie. We're the mothers and fathers of civilization. We're the ones, by us and through us, the world exists. Every man, red, brown, yellow, black. You are super phenomenal. It's an honor and a privilege to have someone such as yourself speak and inform the Black grassroots. Anthony, thank you, Anthony. That is so sweet. And I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. That's the lie of white supremacy. When you hear me talk about white supremacy in a general and a global sense, this is the truth of white supremacy. The truth of white supremacy is that it was that systems and institutions were erected and formed over several centuries based on the lie that white people are supreme. Y'all catch that? You can't tell me that there's not a real white supremacist banking system when black folks don't dominate economics. Somebody talk black to me. You can't tell me that there's not a real white supremacist system when you're not dominated in all the major companies and corporations. You can't tell me that white supremacy doesn't exist when we're not the dominant ones in politics and lawmaking, which means that we put folk in power who rule over us and we get nothing. Somebody talk black to me. You cannot tell me that we're the head in military, in education, in arts, in media. That's what I mean when I talk about the truth and the lie. Because I know some of y'all be like, why do they talk about white supremacy? Like white people is really better than us. Slowness, stop playing. There's a truth and the lie of white supremacy. When I'm talking about white supremacy, I'm mostly talking about the systems where white folks get a big, fat, stanky advantage that they stole and connived and exploited and shedded blood to get. Do you understand? Do you understand? If you do, on the count of 3, slam that thumbs up button. If you're watching us on blindandbeingqueentv.com, if you happen to be watching us on one of our affiliates, you can also hit the thumbs up button, subscribe, like, and share. If you happen to be watching us on one of our other platforms where our show is often re-aired, please like, please share, please subscribe on the count of 3. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. The reason why I ask that you do that, dear family, for those of you that are annoyed by that, is because black media, we have to promote and market differently than white media. Right now, we're not getting billions and millions of dollars in sponsorships and ads like Rachel Maddow and them are. Somebody talk black to me. So when you like, share, and subscribe, you might make it more likely that other folk will know about our show. You all understand, because we're on several platforms, you all understand that there have been reports, particularly of black conscious media outlets such as this one being targeted and censored. So when you do that, you help us in some ways to overcome it. When you tell folks that lady Vicky who's throwing around her red dress because she is so excited that the people at the Beehive, that lady with that jewelry and stuff talking about the secret money in your womb, go to clubvicky.com, join for $1 and get automatic access, or go to Flynubian Mastermind. That lady right there, she's on. She's our Black Media Prime Time, Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. When you do that, you help to elevate and expand our voice. When you do that, you cause the collective Black voice to rise. Thank you so much. Exactly, Darlene. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, family. Like and share. Watch this. Let me keep reading because I've got an appointment this evening. In-house appointment, so I've got to make sure that I stick to my word when I say it's a brief war briefing. I know y'all be like, "Child, Vicky said it every time," but I'm gonna do my best to keep on. I have no choice. But keep listening. Again, I'm reading for NBC News, but I told you I went to Dave Chappelle's Instagram page. He has a video up where he makes this announcement as well. Y'all, I want you to remind you guys what happened though prior to Viacom bowing the knee, as it's written. Again, the issue was a dispute around a contract that Chappelle had with Comedy Central owner Viacom CBS, which he alleged allowed the company to license the series without his agreement. That's what it is. And also prevented him from receiving royalties. Now, family, let me tell you something. I don't give a doggone what is what. That's an exploitative contract. And too often, in every area, we love to talk about how the athlete is taken advantage of, right? We often talk about how the musician is taken advantage of, right? The artist, the black musician, all of that's true. But what you don't understand is most of the inventions that you enjoy were directly or indirectly invented by or inspired by an original man or original woman. Somebody talk black to me. Joe, powerful Black sister speaking truth. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you, brother. And let me say this real quick while I'm thinking about Black men. I know a lot of sisters, especially the Black feminists, can't stand me because I rise. That's my Mississippi. Not ride, I rise for the masculine Black man, the conscious, intelligent, growing, maturing Black man. That one right there has my support. I know they can't stand that. I know y'all can't stand when I talk about how they're so important and necessary during this time of war as our providers and protectors. But may I tell you that for several of the women that attended the Secret Money in Your Womb this Saturday, which was absolutely intergalactic and cosmic experience, do you know that some of my supporters, the men, Black, masculine men, paid for several of the women to attend? Somebody put a round of applause in the chat, please. We bow to our brothers. I said several of our brothers paid for sisters to attend my 2-hour plus webinar that I just did. Didn't nobody have to beg and coax them? Shout out to the Beehive. They put out a post and the brothers responded. Somebody say Black masculinity. And I just be saying, I don't know what y'all be talking about around here. I'm finna ride for mine while y'all sit up there playing with Zaddy. Zaddy is responsible for the condition, the terrible condition a lot of our men are in. And y'all want to tell us that going back to Zaddy is a level up. You better go sit your funny looking self down somewhere. Y'all better go tell Kamala. A Black man leveled up Kamala. Somebody say Brother Willie. Like it or lump it, it was a Black man that put her on politically. Y'all play too much. It was a Black man that put Kamala on. And then once she got to where she was going, honey, she gave him the you know what and got her a zaddy and called it a day. Yes, she did call it a day. She said, Willie gonna put me on the trajectory to the White House? Why y'all laughing at me? Y'all know that's the truth. They don't deny the relationship. And again, some of you black funny looking feminists gonna say, well, that's sex, that's being what's the word y'all use? Sexist. You didn't say that when we brought up Donald Trump's sex life. You didn't say that when we brought up Bill Clinton's sex life. You didn't say that when they brought up Jesse Jackson's sex life, Dr. King's sex life. Y'all better stop playing with me. When did she get a pass? Now, I would give her a pass if she was about that black life. Y'all know nobody would ride harder. I'll find a way to defend her. But seeing that her whole record is about locking us up, and she was literally fighting with a white supremacist court who told her in California that she needed to release some of the people in prison, and she literally fought with the courts, told the courts that she need those prisons for prison labor so they can put out fires. Girl, I'm gonna give you this work all day long. Now, if you didn't have that reputation, I would find a way to help you. But you on your own. You done went to Zaddy, and when you went to Zaddy, you went Zaddy with more than just your man. You went Zaddy when you start caping for buying. Somebody talk black to me. Miss Poetic Just, love, peace, and light queen. Thank you, thank you. Vicky, get on with it, because you know you got disappointment and you playing. Listen, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Somebody said all gas, no brakes. I know that's right, just gas. Straight gas, hard gas, slam the gas, vroom. Matter of fact, y'all gonna make me tell y'all to put a car in the chat. And if they got a gas can in the chat, put the gas can and the car in the chat. And you might want to put some fire with that's a dangerous. That's a dangerous combination. When you got a gas. When you got a gas pump, what I say? A gas pump, a car, and some fire. That's too much right there. Shout out to you, sis. Hit the gavel quick. I sure will. That's for you, Phyllis. And I bless the gifts that y'all are giving 1,000-fold. Thumbs up, family. Vicky, get on with it. Get up. So we were talking about how exploitative that contract was that Dave Chappelle signed years ago. And we discussed the fact that in every area, we talk about arts and entertainment. We talk about how we see black athletes and all that kind of stuff taken advantage of. But we cannot forget, thank y'all for those cars and the fire and the gas and stuff. Vroom, vroom. Watch this. But what I want you to understand is that's not the only area of exploitation. Our labor and our intellectual genius is the greatest area that America exploited. You guys do understand that the Caucasian men, most of which owned slaves and were pedophiles and rapists because they were raping young black girls and boys, slaveholders, thieves, and many of them were criminals, because when Britain was opening up their jails, you all do know, when you do your research for real, I know Becky, your school teacher, didn't teach you this, but when Britain literally opened up some of their prisons and jails and released some of their criminals to America to get rid of them. Y'all do know that, right? Somebody talk black to me. Watch this. I'm mentioning that to say, so when it came down to this notion of a new promised land being made, the so-called white supremacist founders didn't have what it took. They didn't have what it takes to build America. They didn't know how to build the Capitol. They didn't know how to build a White House. Y'all play too much. They didn't know how to tend the land. They were not intellectual giants and geniuses like that. You all do know that it was an actual black intellect that was also a part of Congress that was helping them set up government. Y'all know that, don't you? Y'all play too much. You guys do know that we even did the layout for DC. You all understand that many of the inventions, as I said before, were directly or indirectly inspired by us. Don't let them think that we're not just getting credit because of athletic abilities and our vocal cords. The big black brain is the most, and the big black body, the big black being, come on, Vicky, with the B's, that is the most exploited area of our existence. But I digress. I only mention that because when we're talking about Dave Chappelle and his contract, I want you guys to know, somebody put Benjamin Banneker, exactly. Somebody else put Kim in Egypt, all of that. You know exactly where I'm going, family. Watch this. But what I need you to also understand, family, is that as this piece in NBC News talks about how the contract in dispute was with Comedy Central, Viacom, CBS, which he alleged allowed the company to license the series without his agreement and also preventing him from receiving royalties. Dear family, that's American history. And I want you to pay close attention because this is going to be our posture. This is our disposition, Black family, as it relates to reparations. We don't believe in bowing the knee. Y'all play too much. I said, we don't believe, those of us who are the children, who are the descendants of American slaves, those of us who are native Black Americans, y'all play too much. Y'all play too much. Where it's written really in a couple of places in Romans 14 as well as Philippians 2, when it says that every tongue, every knee will bow and every tongue confess. I know you all are thinking in just a monotheistic, supreme being. Every knee is going to bow and every tongue is going to confess. Yes, there's a dimension to that. And there's no doubt, no question. But we, as the original man and the original woman, somebody say original, we, who the scripture is really referring to, we come out of the lineage that the Bible says is the Ancient of Days. We're the Ancient of Days. What am I talking about? That means we have no birth record. Every time the white scientists go to digging and digging and digging, the bones get blacker and blacker and blacker and blacker and older and older and older and older. We're the direct descendants of the supreme being. I ain't got time to work that. There's an element that every knee and every tongue will bow, every knee will bow and every tongue confess, that goes straight to the supreme being. But there is an element that happens with also his descendants. We, the original man and woman on the planet. It's written in Psalm 82 and John 10, ye are gods. Gods meaning one with force and power. Gods means one with force and power. So don't come up here and talk about that ain't his actual name. His name is Yah. His name is Yahweh. His name is Allah. His name is Jehovah. That's not what I'm talking about, family. Stop playing. There's an element where you're going to bow down to us, baby, as the gods on this planet. Are y'all hearing me? Every knee is going to bow to the black man and the black woman. Every tongue is going to confess. Dave Chappelle got Viacom to bow down, but watch how he did it. He didn't use normal legal means. Dave Chappelle knew that he would have a disadvantage if he went into court. Is that right? He knew he would have a disadvantage. Why? Because he admits that he signed the contract, right? But the contract was so exploitative that Dave did not even own his own name or any of his product. And it wasn't like they even allowed him to get a reasonable, decent piece of himself. He just couldn't get anything anymore. Are y'all hearing me? Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, like and share. Let me get on with the get on. Share, family. It says, referring to the incident, are y'all listening? This is so good. Chappelle said in the Instagram clip, I never asked Comedy Central for anything. If you remember, I said, I'm going to my real boss. That's what he said. He said he didn't ask him for nothing. He said he was going to his real boss. And I came to you, the audience. Claire says your conference was awesome. Thank you, beloved. Thank you for attending. And your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. Y'all don't take my word for it. Take the word of all these people that's in the chat that attended the Secret Money in Your Womb. Go to clubvicky.com, join for $1 and get automatic access, or go to flynubianqueenmastermind.com to get the replay. Get the replay. I'm going to talk to the staff because I don't want them to make it available for a long time. We're not doing that, baby. You're going to get it and hit it, strike it while it's hot. Talk black to me. Listen. Back to Dave Chappelle. This is what he said recently. I never asked Comedy Central for anything. If you remember, I said I'm going to my real boss, and I came to you, the audience, because I know where my power lies. Do you all know this is also another reason they can't stand black media outlets who use alternative media? Because we get to come straight to you. Listen, you don't have that. We do have, we see sometimes where they try to obstruct and censor us. Of course, you all are aware of that sometimes. But you all do understand that we don't have that extracurricular activity filter. He says, I asked you to stop watching the show and thank God Almighty for you. You did. That's what Dave said. He said, you made that show worthless because without your eyes, it's nothing. And you stopped watching it. Wow. He says, they called me. Listen. I told you why we focusing on this, family, because this is the disposition that we're going to maintain as it relates to our justice claim of reparations. Not America doing us a favor and giving us charity or acting like she's altruistic or philanthropic. America, you owe us a debt for hundreds of years of services rendered. You owe us food. You ain't being kind. And the fact that we're not even forcing you like some other people would do. The fact that we're not doing what white folks who ain't suffering for nothing did on January 6th. Black folks, we didn't bust up in the Capitol and threaten to assassinate and take nobody out, did we? We didn't steal laptops. We didn't set bombs. Talk black to me. You better be glad. You don't hear Vicky advocating that. You hear me telling folks to be wise, to be strategic, to be intelligent. Don't you? I remind you often, family, not to be capricious or reckless because we're still on enemy lines, right? You don't hear me doing that. But white folks for nothing. The people that showed up at the Capitol, who showed up? Remember, 1 out of 5 were veterans. The rest of them were active military, active law enforcement. Remember, that was a white Olympian. Remember, that was a white tech CEO head. Remember, that was white lawmakers. Somebody talk back to me. These are people that's suffering from nothing but white supremacy and privilege. You better be glad we asking you, that we're telling you. We're the only ones that's treating the law like something. White people don't treat the law like it means nothing. Y'all spit on it. Y'all let Trump off for his second impeachment. Bonafide, certified, undisputed, uncompromising white supremacist. Credibly alleged rapist. He's on video acknowledging that he just go up to a woman, grab her by her private parts, and he said he gets away with it because of who he is. A thieving, slimy dog of a businessman. His family says that about him. His first wife is the one that went under oath and said that he raped her. He's literally, not figuratively, he's literally the son of a Klansman. Y'all let him off. Rules and laws y'all don't care nothing about no rules and no laws, fool. You don't care nothing about righteousness and standards. Black folks the only one that act like that means something. And somebody said, you better be glad. And it's the very reason why, because black folk are so compassionate and empathetic, because we're so respectful even in the face of genocide and murder and torture. This is the very reason why God has to come in and intervene. This is the reason why God himself is intervening on our behalf. This is the reason why y'all gonna get yours whether we want you to get it or not. Half the time, black folks are telling you before our dead loved ones are buried in the grave, we're telling you we forgive you. And God said, that's why I got to come do something. My people have a sick, ridiculous love. Y'all better talk black to me. God says, I gotta intervene. The universe has to intervene. Stuff outside of downfall of even black folk gonna go down because of your mistreatment of us. And white folks, if you had any sense, you would listen to your sister. You would listen to your mama. You're looking at your mama. Well, Miss Ann is 96. I'm her mama, baby. The stuff I'm made up of is trillions of years old. She the newest people on, even the 90-some-year-old Karen is my child. If you had some sense, you would listen to your mama. When you do right by us, when you cease and desist oppressing us and repair us, then you can stay on our planet for an extra weekend. I know y'all think y'all gonna kill us off. It don't work like that. We're the Ancient of Days. You're tricking yourself. God, today. Y'all play too much. Vicky, you're digressing. Move on, girl, because you got just a few more minutes. Thumbs up, like, and share. Thumbs up, family. Back to Dave Chappelle. What does it say? He says, if you remember, if you remember, I never asked Comedy Central for anything. If you remember, I said, I'm going to my real boss. And I came to you, the audience, because I know where my power lies. I asked you to stop watching the show. And thank God Almighty for you, you did. You made that show worthless because without your eyes, it's nothing. And you stopped watching it. They called me. Y'all listen to this next line. He says, they called me and I got my name back. Y'all ain't listening. And I got my license back. And I got my show back. And they paid me millions of dollars. Woo! Did you all hear what I just said? Dave Chappelle said, they called me. I got my name back. Nobody should ever own that anyway. And I got my license back. 2. No, yeah, 2. He says, I got my show back. 3. And they paid me millions of dollars. Black family, do you know that if we stop being who we are just for 30 minutes out of a 24-hour cycle, all of the world would stop moving? Do you understand, as the original people, we make everything run? There is an energy by which we exude. Mel, sis, you are all the way tapped in. Thank you, Mel, for your gift. I bless your gift and your kind words 1,000-fold. Do you understand, if we stop for 30 minutes, that the whole world will come to a screeching halt? Remember when our brother LeBron James and the rest of the athletes were getting ready to stop, and all of the white agents, the white coaches, the white football athlete channels and stuff, the white attorneys, the white owners, all of them got scared to death. And it took funny looking Barry. It took a non-foundational Black American by the name of Barack Hussein Obama, who told LeBron, don't do that. Just go back on the court and fight some other kind of way. Hurry up, Vicky. Our posture, dear family, when we come down to this reparations talk, we are not taking sides. I told you, I heard a bishop say that. We're not taking sides. We're taking over. I said we're not taking sides. We're just taking over. We're not slowing down. We're not playing with y'all's funny looking self. What we say goes. Dave Chappelle didn't know, number one, if his audience was really going to stop. Number 2, he didn't know what impact it was going to ultimately have. And number 3, he didn't feel like he had nothing to lose with his career and other stuff, so he took a risk. It was his. He made a righteous move, and everything else shifted to accommodate him. I want you to know today that if we stand united as a people, on the one hand, we're going to make our demands for reparation, and we're going to be uncompromising. We're going to be forceful. We're going to be strategic. And with the other hand, we're going to continue to teach our Black babies, build Black businesses. We're going to keep doing for ourselves at the same time. This is the attitude. This is the disposition we're going to take. I so like this attitude of Dave Chappelle because that's how I've always lived my life. Even when it scared other people, Even when folks wanted me to compromise and say, Vicky, you know they're going to try to throw the book at you. You know they're going to try to put you in prison. Ultimately, we're the winners. I said, ultimately, we're the winners. It may not seem like it temporarily, but we're in this thing for the long haul. If you just hit it and quit it, and if you live your life, no disrespect to the prostitutes, but like a prostitute, it's not going to work well for you. This is a commitment. This is bigger than us. We're standing in the gap for our ancestors. I'm remembering those who were enslaved, who were exploited, who were raped, who were sodomized, who were traumatized, who were kidnapped, who were undone as a people, and still are. That's why I teach you all the time, for you funny looking people that got $2 and $3 talking about, I don't need no reparations. Fool, shut up and sign that check over to me then. There's a third party check. Make it out to Vicky Dillon. P.O. Box 460473, Glendale, Colorado, 80246. And number 2, sign it over to me if you don't want the money. And the other thing is, it's not even about you, slowness. It's about your ancestors. It's about those that came before us. This is bigger than us. Thumbs up, family. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Dave said, that is a very important moment. He said, this is a very important moment. I want to thank Ted Sarandos at Netflix, a CEO with the courage to take my show off its platform at financial detriment to his company, just because I asked him. Nicole, may Allah continue to bless you, Queen. I receive it. Thank you for your kind words, beloved. I receive it. Let me tell y'all something. This is another reason I have respect for Dave Chappelle. Dave Chappelle asked Netflix, the CEO, to take his show off, he said, at financial detriment to the company. Black family, some of you guys won't even ask your open enemy bosses and partners for stuff because you're worried about what detriment it's going to cost them. Fool, everything they got, everything everybody got is from us anyway. We don't care about you having a temporary loss, fool. You still making millions and trillions over there for some other deals. What you got didn't belong to you anyway, white supremacists. What Netflix got didn't belong to it anyway. So y'all just be all right with them losing stuff. Fool, all that show us anyway. You gotta be all right with that. That's why some of you all don't do that. You worried about what they thinking and what they might be losing. What are you talking about? Everything they got is stolen goods, slowness. Don't you ever forget that. Talk black to me. I said talk black to me. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. On the count of 3, for those of you that haven't, please hit that thumbs up button, would you? One, two, three, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. I gotta help some of you. Some of you on the inside are still, you got that slave, that inner mammy, that inner Sambo in you. You sitting there worried about Zaddy and Miss A. What is you talking about? That's not our concern. We don't care nothing about that. Everything they got is stolen goods. They've been leveling up for hundreds and hundreds of years. You've been behind everything and every metric. You've been broke, busted, and disgusted. And you sitting there worried about if they gonna lose $2 or $3 or whatever it is they losing. It ain't nothing but a tip for them anyway. You worried about whether or not a thief and a robber's losing what they stole. You look crazy. I'm trying to make everything all right for you today. I'm trying to get you to be okay and to stand strong and not back up and back down. Talk black to me. Like, Vicky, get back to this. Watch this. Watch this. That's why I have appreciation for Dave. Dave knew that the little CEOs at Netflix, he says, let me say this again. He says, I want to thank Ted Sarandos at Netflix, a CEO with the courage to take my show off his platform at financial detriment to his company just because I asked him. This is what you guys got to understand. This is going to be our attitude. And this ought to be yours. Are you hearing me? You should feel like this. If I ain't happy, if I'm disadvantaged, if I'm uncomfortable, everybody around this mug about to be uncomfortable. Everybody. Nobody's life gonna work good. God today. Y'all don't know your value. See, and you don't know your value, black men and black women, because we've been programmed and conditioned not to. You've been programmed to put other people's interests before yours. Vicky don't do that. Vicky teaches you you're powerful, amazing, more than meets the eye, self. I remind you that you are glorious, fool. You don't back up and back down under pressure or fear for nothing, regardless to whom or what. You are worthy, and your worth is not just based on material things around you and whether or not folks are patting you on the back. That's nice, but you got to know how rich you are on the inside. Your essence is divine. Somebody talk black to me. It's scary for some of you because it's new to think this way. And number two, is scary to actually act this way and carry out this reality. But you got to know who you are. And that doesn't happen overnight. If you're not thinking about meditating on, doing your historical research and doing the inner work, you'll never know. And you will be selling your goods, giving discounts or giving it away for free while you suffer day to day. You all right suffering, but you ain't all right with them suffering. And what they ain't even suffering like Dave Chappelle. Dave said it was going to be financial detriment to him. Netflix all right. Not that I should even be calculating and justifying in my mind, well, I can do this because they still gonna be all right. I wouldn't care if you went out of business and went bankrupt. Our attitude, black family, is if I ain't happy, if I'm broke, busted and disgusted, guess what? America gonna be in trouble. You not finna relax, fool, while I'm dying? You're not finna sit back and pop a beer and cross your legs? Want to watch a movie? You want to watch Netflix and chill uninterrupted? No, baby. Your life is going to be a catastrophe too. I'm not going to add to your comfort while we have normalized us losing and dying and adjusting to injustice. We've adjusted to injustice. You worried about whether or not they're gonna be mad. They're gonna be uncomfortable. Wonder if that company, the business, can afford it. Fool, you shouldn't have got this far. Everything you got is stolen goods. See, you all are not keeping in mind that these are thieves and robbers, murderers and kidnappers. That's your problem. If you really saw somebody as a killer, a murderer, a kidnapper, a robber, and a thief, you wouldn't be worried about so-and-so stole my car. But they caught the person, they got your car back. Oh, well, I wonder if they're going to have a ride. Wonder if, because I heard that they used to take the bus, so I don't know if they're going to. Ma'am, but we got your car back for you, for the people that stole your car. I know, but I just don't know if I'm comfortable driving this car, because the people that stole the car, I mean, do they have a ride now? Do they know? Can they get back and forth? Yeah, you look crazy. And especially when we're talking about, and y'all know, I'm talking about the context of the white supremacists. The white supremacist thief. I don't show love and patience like that with them. When it comes to us, anytime we anywhere in the mix, that's a whole different, that you don't even compare what happens to black folk in a situation in our life. Even if it looked like it's similar to theirs, ours is still different. Somebody talk black to me, I'm still gonna make an exception. When you're talking about a white supremacist thief, y'all got me slinging these curly braids all over the globe today. Thumbs up, like, and share. Don't forget, by the way, family, we have a store, shopfnq.com. That's shopfnq.com, okay? Shopfnq.com. Watch this. And again, don't forget to get the replay of this past weekend's 2-hour, it was actually longer than 2 hours, 2-hour plus webinar about the secret money in your womb, sis, the testimonies, the life-changing lecture. You don't even have to take my word for it. You heard some of the stuff that some of the women in the chat have been saying. Get the replay ASAP while it lasts, because I'm gonna ask the team not to have it there all day, for months. We're not doing that. So you get it while while the getting is good. 2 ways. Join my weekly mastermind at clubvicky.com for $1. Join my weekly mastermind at clubvicky.com for $1, and you get automatic access to it. Or you just go straight to flynubianmastermind.com, pay for it there, and you get the replay. It's powerful. It will change your life. flynubianmastermind.com. The series is The Secret Money in Your Womb. Or join my weekly mastermind at clubvicky.com for $1, and you get automatic access. Let's get back to this. Give me a few more minutes, okay? Thumbs up, like, and share. Watch this. He says, I want to thank Chris McCarthy. Watch this, Nick. Calling Nick Cannon. Now, y'all probably was like, well, where's Vicky gonna get to Nick? Calling Nick Cannon. Nick? Oh, Nick. I'm summoning Nick Cannon. Those of you that don't know why, I'm going to give you the background in just a minute. Dave Chappelle says, I want to thank Chris McCarthy of CBS Viacom. He said, this guy's younger than me, and like most people younger than me, has an interest in making the past right, and did something that was very courageous. And finally, after all these years, I can finally say that Comedy Central, it's been a pleasure doing business with you. Let me give y'all a quick recap. And I want Nick to come on and sit down in my class. I think Nick has, what's the name of his little show he has called? Cannon's class. It's Vicky's class. Nick, come on in, Nick. We love you. I love you, Nick. But I'm going to keep giving you this work, Nick, because you can't just be powerful like that. We staying with you, and you make these white supremacists think that we finna bow down and go on an apology tour for thieves and robbers and liars. The devil is a lie. Nick, come here, baby. Mama's got a class to teach real fast. Come on in, Precious. Come on in, Precious. Come on in, Nicky. Nick, not Nicky. Nick. Come on in, Nick. Don't worry. I got you. Nick. Watch this. Nick. Nick, didn't you have, I just want to get my facts right. I don't want to put out misinformation. Nick, didn't you have a little bit of an issue with one Viacom CBS? In fact, Nick, that's been last year, and I think you still, right now, you on the phone apologizing to someone about to fly out with a mask on. Nick. Both Nick and Dave Chappelle are comedians, right? But what I need you to understand, dear family, I'm not tripping if your career is a comedian. I'm not tripping if you are an influencer, well-known. My issue with you as a comedian, listen to this. Let me drop this deepness on you real quick. This profundity. Let me drop this deepness on you real quick. As a comedian, Dave Chappelle is a comedian, Nick. You're a comedian. The difference between you two, first and foremost, is that you don't know when something ain't funny. God, Jay, that's good. You might be a comedian. That might be your meal ticket. But the difference between you, my brother Nick, I'm saying this in love. This for love. All this love for you, Nick. Y'all can send Nick this link and say, Vicky talk to you, Nick, in love. Somebody say in love. For real. Is that you don't know when it ain't funny. What do you mean ain't funny? When something's not funny, it's not just that you stop laughing. It's that you treat your life, your name, your brand with the seriousness and with the uncompromising attitude that it deserves. Watch this. When Dave Chappelle learned, I'm getting ready to read you all the piece as a reminder from Entertainment. This is from Nick from 2020, the summer of 2020. Y'all know I did shows back then. 100 Black. Thank you for your gift. I love all of you women. Got to break up the money though. Sometimes I can do it big, sometimes small. But whatever you do, your gift is blessed. And we thank you. Thank you so much, beloved. And thank you for your kind words, precious. Listen, this piece that was written by James Hibbert says, it's titled, y'all see this? It says, Nick Cannon slams Viacom after being fired. Quote, I will not be bullied. That's the attitude that Nick took right after they let him go, right? Now, of course, this piece starts out by saying after being dismissed for anti-Semitic comments, which that was a lie, Cannon posted a lengthy and impassioned message criticizing his longtime employer, right? I went to bat for Nick when he was doing that. Nick still gave a basic and brief apology, but Nick turned around and did what? Nick initially demanded what? The ownership to Wild 'N Out. It says Cannon was dismissed as the host of the company's long-running comedy improv show, Wild 'N Out. In his post, it says Cannon described a history of working with the media conglomerate in various roles over the course of more than 20 years and suggested that the company was discriminatory. It goes on to mention specific things. And it says that Nick in part says, Viacom has been mistreating and robbing our community for years. That's from Nick, right? Underpaying talent on their biggest brands like Love and Hip Hop, all of BET programming, and of course, Wild 'N Out. I believe that the corporation was becoming more progressive and willing to create helpful spaces and dialogue in these difficult and uncertain times of 2020. Instead, they chose to recently ban all advertisement that supported George Floyd and Breonna Taylor, who were all still seeking justice. For Viacom's goal, it says, to keep me from providing for my family and lineage would be foiled. They can try to kick me while I'm down or force me to kiss the master's feet in public. for shame and ridicule, but instead I stand firm on my square with my fist in the air, repeating my mantra, you can't fire a boss. Nick, that was all good. That sounded powerful and all that. But Nick, you backed up and you ain't stopped licking backsides and liars and thieves ever since. What did Dave Chappelle do when Dave Chappelle acknowledged that he was being exploited? Your gift is blessed, Lisa, 1,000-fold. Don't even worry about the size, beloved. Such as you have, you give. It's blessed, and we thank you. Listen. This is a lesson for Nick. When you're dealing with someone, Nick, that you acknowledge exploited you and others. See, Nick, it's either you lying or you not. Is it true, Nick, that you were exploited? Is it true, Nick, that you didn't even own your own invention, this billion-dollar business that you helped build for this white conglomerate? Is it true what you just said, the other exploitative and discriminatory things that this corporation was doing over a 20-year period that you are aware of? If that is true, why didn't you remain and stand on your square? What did Dave Chappelle do, family? What did Dave Chappelle do when they accused him of all kind of stuff? When he realized that they were making even more money than he could have imagined? He was being exploited and not getting any money. Did Dave Chappelle go around the world kissing booties from people, rabbis and stuff, people lying? Did Dave let them punk him and tell him that he can't hang with this black man over there? You can't talk to this black woman. You can't fool with that black man. You can't fool with that black man. Did Dave Chappelle get rid of all of his stuff on social media and just kept up his conversations with these exploitative members of the dominant society? Dave Chappelle talked mess. Dave Chappelle stood by the mess, and they bowed the knee. When you know you're the talent and everybody else is making money off of you, you're not the one that does the apology. Slaves. When someone's stealing your labor, when somebody is exploiting you, you are never the one that's supposed to be out there apologizing for nothing. We told you, Nick, we had your back from the beginning. Nick, all you needed to do was say the word and say, don't support Wildin' Out. Don't support this. What did Dave Chappelle tell us to do? I said, what did Dave Chappelle tell us to do? Dave said, don't watch Netflix. My show, he said, his show on Netflix. What happened? Dave had the people. We told you we had you, Nick. We came out guns blazing. And I don't apologize for that, because when I see a hint of masculinity, I'm going to encourage that. But when you go to showing the buttery pussy bite, Gene, I'm finna get on you. When you start showing me hell, sleet, and snow, and dew, you finna get this work too. It's going to be an everlasting work too. Till you man up. Thank you for your gift, sis. I bless your gift 1,000-fold. He may not have done that, what you just said, sis, in terms of not putting a store there. But it is true that Nick has provided lots of jobs for lots of black people. And I'm told that Nick put quite a few black people on. So I'm not about throwing the brother under the bus for those reasons, because he has given a lot of black folks jobs. He's put a lot of black folks on. That's true. My issue is that when push came to shove, you turned around and kissed the behinds, the league of booties of white supremacists, and hadn't stopped kissing it since. Won't stop kissing it. We trying to pull your lips, pry your lips from their behind, Nick, and you are just insisting on staying back there. We don't even know what you look like no more, because you behind the people. But broken. Deeply, but broken. And the thing that ticked me off about Nick is not only are you butt broken, but what ticked me off, Nick, is after we stood for you, with you, and we are the ones that helped to build your brand, wilding out and everything else that you was doing. Watch this. When white folks canceled you, we counseled you. Somebody put that in the chat. Say it was the enemy. Say they, don't put white, put they counseled you. Counseled you. We counseled you. And Nick, remember when Nick said he was acting like he was getting ready to kill himself? He blamed that on us. He said that he hurt another community, meaning that white religious community. But now his own community is mad at him for apologizing. And then he started to insinuate he was going to kill himself. You put that on us. What got me is I was like, no, this fool didn't turn around, get butt broken. Your open enemy stole your $1 billion franchise and then fired you from it without owning none of it. We stood with you and continued to stand with you. And then when we started to give you that work for non-stop apologizing, for weakening yourself, for distancing yourself from us, deleting all your videos you had with the black scholars, and only kept the ones up from white folks, and then you keep doing new shows with white people. Watch this. Then Nick agreed, one of the other shows he's on, what's that mask show? He does something on a mask show. What's that called? Look it up. Mask something. Whatever that mask show that Nick was on, Nick agreed to give this exploitative white religious organization somebody, mass singer, thank you. He agreed to give them his first check. Like they needed. The thief and the liar and the robber. The thief, the liar, and the robber, the one who told you who you couldn't hang with. Nick decided he gonna give them his first check. You kept apologizing. You distanced yourself from black folk. You put out a piece saying that you was acting like you was finna kill yourself, and put that on us, said you was gonna do it because of us, not because of white people that stole from you and lied on you and butt broke you. You said, look it up. You said you was finna do it because of us. Fool. I almost said another. Yes, I'm gonna give you this word. I will not be endorsing no buttery pussy bites. You gonna get up and act like a man, bruh. And Dave Chappelle showed you that even if he lost it all, he was going to make a demand and not back down. And he didn't give a doggone if that white organization was going to lose money or not. And what did they do? That same company, Nick. I said that same company, Nick. The same company that you poked out your chest and showed that you had at least 2 or 3 chest hairs. And then 2 days later, you plucked the 2 chest hairs you had. I ain't talking about the Roland Martin chest hairs that's scary. That you did a V thing to show us all that and then go sit up there like that was sexy. I ain't talking about that scary optic terrorism. I'm here, buttery buddy bite. No, buttery bussy, baby. Not buttery buddy. Buttery bussy bite. Thank you for your gift. Your gift is blessed 1,000-fold. Don't get the chest hairs I'm talking about. Confused. There are different kinds of chest hairs. Don't play to me. Sure. Different kind of chest hair I'm referring to right now. God today. Thumbs up, like and share. Family, don't forget we have a store, shopfnq.com. And also, do not forget to sign up for the replay. Those of you sisters, some of you were in my messages, some of you were in my DMs on comment section saying that you had to work, that you were sorry that you missed this past weekend's 2-hour webinar, The Secret Money in Your Womb. Don't worry, sis. You can get the replay. It's powerful. Get it while it lasts, because I'm going to tell the team, I do not want them to keep that available for very long. Get it while it lasts. And I am really pushing this because if we women get on the same page and understand that we manifest differently from men, our station is divine feminine. We have a power and an ability and a capacity to do things that maybe many of us weren't taught. These gems that I dropped were gems that I received and learned from some of our elders, sisters that are alive today, and some of our ancestor sisters that are no longer with us in the physical avatar. The secret money in your womb, it will change your life. Join my weekly mastermind at clubvicky.com. Thank you, Black Cobra. Join clubvicky.com, clubvicky.com for $1. Our moderator, she's going to put that in the chat in just a little bit. Join clubvicky.com. That's my weekly mastermind. We still got that special for $1. You can get free access if you join the mastermind at clubvicky.com for $1. Or if you go straight to flynubianmastermind.com, you will get the 2-hour webinar. flynubianmastermind.com. It's called The Secret Money in Your Womb. It's powerful. It will change your life. Hurry, 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 hurry. Now back to Nick. Nick, you my brother. You are my brother. I love you. This is why I'm telling you this. Dave Chappelle just told you, Brad, you got punked. Dave Chappelle is telling you, you got punked, bro. In other words, you cannot be guided in thinking that you are making some kind of a economic move because you're going to apologize now and then turn around and get your TV show. That ain't powerful. That's not ruling. Being buck broken ain't ruling. Still getting a TV show while apologizing and lying. Nick, the thing is, you know you lying by apologizing. You know they're lying on you. You know that they're exploiting your words. And more importantly, they're still exploiting your money and your creation. Who can live like that? Who would apologize for that? It's a legacy of truth and moral erectness that you need to leave as a legacy for your children in the next generation. There's a spirit, a standard that you leave. And Nick, when you kept apologizing, and you still are, we stood with you. And Nick, you know, just like I know, that when you're out there in public, whether you want to or not, you are representing the Black nation. That's how it works. And while you sitting there getting mad at us, we didn't cancel you. We counseled you, as my brother said. And white people canceled you. They fired you. That's cancel. When they stole your $1 billion invention, that's who all your anger energy should be toward. People that steal $1 billion from you and then fire you, that's who. I don't give a doggone what thing. Those are the only people. You don't have time to be mad at nobody and nothing else. Not only should you be ashamed, the only people you should be apologizing to is us for how you dissed us and how you blamed us for your insinuation that you were going to commit suicide. That was dangerous. That was dangerous because, number one, you know a lot of youth watch you. That was dangerous because you have babies and you made that public. That was dangerous because you blamed us. It was dangerous and detrimental for white supremacy because you let white folks off the hook who exploited you and stole from you, lied on you. Watch this. And then you embarrassed us. When you're out there licking tail, apologizing for a lie. Nick, you made the excuse. You said that you was doing all this apology because you hurt a community. Fool, we told you hurt us and had none of us received no apology. White folks tell you they upset, they lying about something, they stealing from you, they lying on you, they doing all that. Nick apologize. Black folks said, Nick, you embarrassed us. Black folks said, Nick, you hurt us. Black folks said, Nick, you disappointed us. And Nick ain't issued apologies at all. Think about that. How did you decide that they was worthy of an apology? And because they said their feelings were hurt, you said, well, okay, I'm gonna do nonstop apology for the exploiters and the liars. Watch this. Then I'm getting ready to give you all my big fat first check from the Masked Singer. Yeah, Vicky finna give you this everlasting word. Because you finna stand up like a man or go sit down somewhere. And even if you ain't gonna stand up like a man, you don't need to. Keep staying a buttery bussy bite, and I'll just keep using you as an object lesson for my audience. Somebody talk black to me. Thumbs up, like, and share. My name is Vicky Dillard, by the way, family. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard. Follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard. I'm almost done. Follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard. My name is spelled Vicki. It is not short for Victoria. My mama said I didn't look like no Victoria. I do not have double K's in my name. I have no Y's in my name and no E's. It's spelled Vicki. Mama D kept it real simple. Her deepness is the simplicity of it all. God, today. Vicky. So follow me on Instagram at Vicky X Dillard and follow me on Instagram at Dillard Vicky, my last name first. Are you hearing me today? Living with Heaven King says, I've gained so much from joining clubvicky.com. Oh, thank you. Another testimony. That's my weekly mastermind, y'all. You can join it for $1. Clubvicky.com. Get automatic access to my 2-hour special, The Secret Money in Your Womb. Again, I'm going to talk to the staff because I'm not going to allow us to have that available for much longer. Get it while the getting is good, sis. If you missed it, you wish you didn't, you want to get these major results in your life and have these jewels drop, clubvicky.com, get access free, join for $1, clubvicky.com, that's one way. Or go straight to flynubianmastermind.com, pay, get access. You'll never be the same. Thumbs up, like and share, family. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. So after Nick was, for about 2, 3, 4 minutes, Nick stood up like a man, didn't he? Nick was strong. Nick said, okay, I apologize to you guys, but you all owe me an apology. And I want, what's the word? And I want the ownership of my creation, Wilding Out. Right? Watch this. This piece that was recently written from USA Today. Nick Cannon rejoins Wilding Out. Before I even read the title, tell me what the headline said. This headline is embarrassing for Black people, Nick. And then watch this, Nick. This other thing about you, Nick, that get on my nerves. You think we finna let you get away with being a victim. You ain't finna get away to be no victim. Let me tell you what somebody did. Somebody messaged me and said, because y'all know I stayed on Nick when he came out doing these nonstop apologies, lying. Watch this. Somebody said, Vicky, I don't want you to go hard on Nick because he already showing signs that he may hurt himself because he publicly inferred that he was going to take his life. Because I'm in the public, nowhere near Nick, obviously. But to my audience and my tribe and the people that I do reach, I take it very seriously. I was still careful in how I talk. But as a prophetic woman, boy, I knew that was some game you was throwing at us. But I know there's real serious people with mental illnesses. So I don't play like that. But I knew you was using that as a trick to shut Black people up and to shut us down from criticizing you, rightly criticizing you. Watch this. I knew that was game. The whole time I knew it was some game. Thumbs up, family. On the count of 3, family. Hit that thumbs up button. 1, 2, 3, thumbs up. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. So watch this. I don't play about mental illness like that. Some people was really worried. In my heart, I wasn't never worried about Nick because I knew it was some tricks with him. But I wasn't finna just go out public and just not. I was just making it clear, boy, you better go sit down with that blaming us for it. I was just making sure that people understood you trying to turn that on us when it's them that canceled you, fired you, and stole from you. But what does this title say, family? This is a recent piece that was just written. What does it say? Nick Cannon rejoins Wild 'N Out as host after getting fired. Watch this. Nick Cannon and Viacom CBS are restoring their partnership after the TV host apologized for anti-Semitic comments that led to his termination last year. Nearly 7 months after cutting ties, the company announced the VH1 sketch comedy series Wild 'N Out will resume production with Cannon as host. In a statement, MTV Entertainment Group said Cannon had taken responsibility for his comments and worked to educate himself through conversations with Jewish leaders. Y'all know I gave him all that work, didn't I? Didn't I? The most disrespected group on the planet, the only group of people that have suffered the most inhumane treatment for longer than anybody else is us. Nobody else. I believe that other folk have gone through hell and high water. We acknowledge other people's hell. That's the reason why black folks are so behind, because we so busy looking at everybody else's everything, fighting for everybody else, that we haven't leveled up ourselves. Nick has not stopped apologizing and lying and compromising. When you lie for something that you know you didn't do, or you know the other side took your words and exploited them, you know that you've blessed them and given them $1 billion enterprise. Naturally, Tourist says, rejoins his own creation. Slavery in real time. Well said, sis. And I bless your gift 1,000-fold. Watch this. You are someone that can't be trusted. This wasn't just some little powerful move that you was doing. These people that you apologize to are people that disrespected us and stole from other people. And Dave Chappelle, Nick, teaches you how to not to be punked out. Both of you all are comedians, but only one of you knows when something's not funny. Nick, the other thing that you can learn from your brother, Dave Chappelle ain't perfect. He's got his issues and his problems, but I'm talking about the principal issue here is that when you have the power of the people and when you are morally right in what you're doing, that's what you stand on, regardless to who or what. Nick's apology. I want to assure my Jewish friends, new and old, that this is only the beginning of my education, Cannon said in a public apology. I'm committed to deeper connections, more profound learning, and strengthening the bond between our two cultures today and every day going forward. Cannon, 40, has been in business with CBS since 1998, including stints on Nickelodeon's All That and The Nick Cannon Show. Wild 'N Out has aired on Viacom's MTV and VH1 since 2005. Cannon came under fire for a controversial discussion on his Cannon's Class podcast with Richard Professor Griffin, a former member of Public Enemy who was fired for making anti-Semitic remarks in 1989. Somebody said that was a lie too. This is another reason why I ride for black men, because you see how they keep trying to beat up on black men? Watch this. During the discussion, Cannon promoted anti-Semitic conspiracy theories and praised Nation of Islam leader Louis Farrakhan. They said white people are sitting here telling you that you can't listen to black men. This is exactly what Barack Obama did to Minister Farrakhan. All in one fell swoop. This piece in one paragraph tells 3 black men, screw you, and white folks are saying we disagree with Professor Griff, Minister Farrakhan, Nick Cannon. Remember, they threw Deshaun in there too, the football player. They threw some other black folks I'm forgetting in there. Aunt Jemima Hill, a few months ago, did a piece, and I gave Aunt Jemima Hill that work because Aunt Jemima Hill wrote a hit piece against black men. Do y'all see why I ride hard? Y'all understand now? This is the reason why they don't have no love for the black grassroots, and we don't care because you ain't even finna be in power long. We're the way, the truth, and light. You're going to have to come to us and you're going to have to bow the knee. Every knee going to bow, every tongue and face, whether you want to or not. See, mainstream media can't see how they going to bow the knee to us, but you going to bow. You going to bow. It's written. You going to bow. Over here, you ain't running nothing. Over here, you don't tell us we can't talk to certain black men. We can't sit down and have a conversation about a 500-year-old open enemy that steals and exploits. And Nick, if nothing else, you do know they stole your billion-dollar business. So nothing else they talking about should matter. They stole a billion-dollar business. See, that's my Mississippi coming out. That's from the dictionary, not the dictionary, the dictionary. They stole your billion-dollar business. I can't even hear nothing else they say. The thief stole a billion-dollar business, fired you, realized it don't work without you, brought you back on to get some crumbs. And you come on all fours like it's a full moon or so. Don't get me started, Nick. You come to them on all fours, Nick, knowing they lying. Dave Chappelle shows us to put it all on the line. This is not about beating up on Nick. This is about trying to strengthen you, brother. And about using Nick as a principle in your own life, not to just beat up on Nick, but what areas in your life do you maybe have a little book breakage? Somebody talk black to me. I got to get ready to go, family. Fear is a thief. Fear is a thief. Fear will make you a punk every time. Somebody say we're a slave no more. Somebody say reparations now. Our attitude, henceforth, even forevermore, black family, is not going to be the attitude of Nick. It's going to be the attitude of Dave Chappelle. In other words, Dave Chappelle was not trying to operate in a power that he felt he didn't have. That means legally. Dave Chappelle went through the roof and got results. Am I saying that in every circumstance, in every situation, things work out exactly as we think? No. But I'm just saying you must have enough faith in yourself and your people to know the power comes and exists in more than one way. Power is not just about no vote, food. Power comes in different ways. And so Dave Chappelle didn't go to court with his. He didn't solicit to some politician. He went to the people and simply says, please don't watch my show on Netflix. And I want you to have the mindset that there is another way where you don't have to compromise your manhood, where you don't have to buck break yourself and become someone's whore. Somebody talk black to me. My name is Vicki Dillard. Join me here Monday through Friday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. Be early tomorrow, dear family, because I have another appointment on tomorrow, okay? Tomorrow evening, I got to go. Love you to pieces. Sis, do not miss this short window where you're going to be able to access for a limited time my 2-hour, The Secret Money in Your Womb. 2 ways you can get it. If you go to clubvicky.com, you can join my weekly mastermind for $1 and get access. That's clubvicky.com. If you go straight to flynubianmastermind.com, you can just get the mastermind that I did this past Saturday straight away at flynubianmastermind.com. Okay. Be sure to follow me on Instagram at Vicki X Dillard. Text the word Queens to 31996 so that you can get phone notifications when we go live from time to time. Not just me. I'm not the only queen here. So that's why I ask you to subscribe and hit receive all notifications. There's a sister that's coming on after me, Miss Constance Carter. She comes on weekday nights after me. So make sure you don't miss her show, okay? I love you to pieces, dear family. I love you so much. I bow to you. You are my bliss.